Alright, so I'm going to do the strip down challenge. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a 10-minute video where there are no edits, no cuts, no changes of any kind. It's just one file with nothing done to it besides uploading to your editor and then transporting it to YouTube. So I have my Samsung Nook right here because my phone is actually getting fixed right now. So I'm going to set an alarm for 3:08, which is 10 minutes from now. So okay, so that is on. And let me first just start off by saying that I don't really know exactly the whole story behind this. I know it started as a response to a young woman making a video about how she felt social media and YouTube was like completely fake, and she was being paid all this money to pose a certain way, or she had to spend hours and hours finding the perfect pose because she didn't feel confident in herself, or she didn't feel confident in her followers, or that's just what I've taken away from that. And in my opinion, like, I have never been offered like a substantial amount of money. Like, I would never really want to do something like that unless I actually thought what I was going to offer was something that you would like. And I know that because I have my following is small, but you guys are true. And you wouldn't follow me if you thought that I was somehow trying to make you think I was something that I'm not. And, I'm trying to do Vlogmas this month, and, I'm trying to make my life so exciting and so different, and I can't even make it happen because I'm working every single day, and by the time I get home from work, I kind of want to just relax, because then I have to, edit the videos I make, or I want to keep writing my novel, or I want to relax, have a glass of wine or something. And so it's kind of a struggle between balancing, I guess, like my YouTube life and work life. Whereas this girl, I'm not even sure what her name is, like that is, like, she's trying to make her life seem the way it is on social media, which, as we've all had to learn a certain hard way, we've all had to learn the hard way that social media presents a false reality of what your life is. And if we all took it at face value, if we all were like, that is exactly how her life is, every moment is glamorous, like, that is nothing. Like I can tell you that even though I make videos and I have a camera and I have, I have a new dress on, like, it doesn't mean that I don't have my own problems or my own personal issues, and I think it's beautiful, maybe not beautiful, I think it's better to show, maybe not share all of your personal problems, but just show a side of yourself that's not always perfect. And that's kind of why I like this video, because, moments like this where I probably will edit out that little beginning there where I started to say something, and then my writer's editor in me, see, there it is, my editor in me wants to start from a certain point that's like easy to understand and it's clean and everything, but just like that. See, those are things that that's how I talk in normal life. But I try to edit those things out so I try to edit those out so that the video is shorter, it's more concise. I actually kind of have a little bit of a stutter, and you'll probably hear it. It's because I'm trying to talk so fast that I end up jumbling all the words together. And it happens a lot at work because I'm trying to do like 5 different things at once, and then someone asks me a question and then I say blah, 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 and they're like, what? And there's always a worry that someone may find your video and leave a horrible comment. There's always some idea that it might not go the way that you planned, but you have to put yourself out there, and you have to give people a chance to decide if they want to watch, or want to learn more, or want to interact with you. And I feel like when you have so many followers and there's such a huge everyone, I don't want to say jealousy, but it's just, that's kind of what it is, because your life is like, oh, it's so perfect on Instagram with all your beautiful photos, but that's living in their phone. That is literally, that life lives in their phone. They don't have a perfect, glamorous, all white, everything life, you know, all white, everything big, you know that song? And I just mean, anyway, so I just want to express to you that I'm trying at every moment to be not only me, but the best version of myself. And I feel like that's sometimes how people misinterpret it, because I want to show you something that you can look up to or look for inspiration to, or anything. If I would love that for you, but some people may not see that, because that's how people are. Everyone is different, and there's so much content on YouTube that there's bound to be people who aren't interested in one thing but who want to know thousands more things about something else. So, you know, it's all about perception. Literally, it's about how you bend the light around you. I have written that in an award-winning essay. I wrote that in one of my videos. I said it in one of my videos. It's literally how you bend the light to make yourself look. And you can do that in a way that makes people think that you are this like unreachable perfection of a human being, or you can be like me and kind of leave little I don't even mean be like me, but like I don't want to put myself in a box and be perfect, because that's boring. It's not interesting. It's, you know, why do you think photographers don't put the subject in the center? Because it's boring. It's predictable. It's easy. And, you know I'm in the center of the frame now. That's just because it's a little different than, you know, modern photography. But there has to be an interest, but there also has to be a like a want, you know, a sort of yearning for that. And it's not always easy to sort of like reconcile that with your own life. And if you realize that your life is a little different than someone else's, it might make you feel bad. It might make you, you know, say mean things. It might make you do anything. You might not even feel anything. Or maybe sometimes, like me, when I see that I lose some subscribers, or my channel isn't doing as well as it was like a few months ago, like that's what I'm going through now. And I see other women, other channels that are doing really well, and I try not to feel jealous of that, but sometimes it's hard because, you know, and Amy Poehler says this all the time, her success is not your failure. And that is so true, because we have so many things that we want to do. When we see someone else achieving those things, it's hard to be genuine and to feel happy for this person, but it's what you should do, because you would want that. You will want that when you do achieve that. So I'm hoping, I hope that this girl comes back to social media. I hope that she starts presenting herself the way that she wants to be. Not the way that she thinks her followers want, or the way that she thinks will make the most money, or the way anything. I would rather her come back and be the person that she wants to be the person that she's trying to become every day. And that's how I like to live. Because I don't like to think about yesterday. And I've even been trying to think of, everyone's been like posting story time videos, and I'm trying to think of stories like to film, and I just can't. I can't think of anything. And I'm still sitting here trying to think of something, and there's always going to be a person who has more than you, and there's always going to be someone who has less than you. And you have to, you know, understand that what got you where you are now isn't going to get you where you want to be, because you have to do more. You have to have more, and have more confidence, have more, you know, drive, because you've gotten here and this is a great place to be, but you still have places to go. And that's how I try to live each day, just so it just keeps me going. It keeps me interested in my own struggle of life, the struggle bus of life, you know. And, you know, there's still 1,000 things I'd love to do with my channel, but sometimes I'm scared to do them. I have a ton of videos I could have posted, but I never did because I didn't feel like they were good enough. And, you know, that's in a similar vein of a problem as what the girl, I feel like her name is Isa or O'Neill or something. I don't know. I should have researched this more. Well, there's 10 minutes, but I want you to know that being on YouTube is not about being fake. Although for me, being on YouTube is not about presenting this fake person to you. Instead, it's about being friends with you. Because I am still you. I am still a very frequent, every single day watcher of YouTube. I have been a YouTube person, like a watcher of videos and a maker of videos for years. And I have had a channel since 2006. My personal channel I don't have videos. I do have videos on there, but they're all set to private. So, you know, that is from a very, very long time ago. And I used to, in high school, all through college, now I've been on YouTube. I am all about it. I'm a very loyal subscriber. And I am sure that you are as well. I'm sure that you have people that you've been to subscribe. I'm sure that you have subscriptions that have been lasting for years and years and years. And all I want is the chance to be able to find that with you. Because I'd rather have a more meaningful audience relationship with you, like viewer relationship with you, than have 1 million views or 1 million subscribers. I'd rather know the people who come back to every video and leave a comment. I'd rather have you feel confident enough to ask me a question about confidence. I would rather that than have 1 million or even 100,000 or 10,000 subscribers, because I never even thought this would happen. So, you know, I think it's good, and I want you to know that we're all incredibly imperfect and quite unfinished with what we want to do. So if we all realize that and just continue to soldier on, you know, I'm sure we can be the people that we want to be despite what may have happened in the past. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.